Hello viewers, and we appreciate you watching. Today we're going to be showing you how we hook up to a Tesla, and this is just how our company does it. But first, I'd like to thank Mr. Wes Wilburn with the American Towing and Recovery Institute. He came down for 2 days with our local fire department and a couple of tow companies, and he went through this Tesla with us on a bunch of things we need to be aware of. He's also put together an app that you can pull up, and it's kind of shortcuts to a lot of useful information that will help towing these Teslas and any electric vehicles for that matter. But I'll put a link down below, and also I think he's going to give us a free 30-day code, so you can try it out for 30 days and see if it's something that will fit your company needs. But while I'm waiting on the tow truck, we got to move this car out of the fire department training ground for a couple of days. I go through some of the stuff that that we noticed on it. If you can see right here, there's two little wires. If this car is completely dead, and what I mean completely dead, it has no power, you can hook a jump box to get in under the per se hood here on the front. Also, this will be on the fire side if you were to need it, but if you wanted to kill this car completely with all the power, Tesla has this red wire here with this orange tab that says Tesla, and you pretty much cut it on both sides of the tape there. So just remember, when you cut that, you kill the whole car, and that's on the fire side. I can't think of any incident that a wrecker driver would have to cut that. But all of the slides and everything that he went over, he does have them on his YouTube channel, and you can check that out, American Towing and Recovery Institute. There should be a bunch of the videos that he went over directly with us. You should be able to pull that up on there, so go check that out. But Evan's gonna be coming down in a minute with his rollback, and like I say, we're gonna show you how we would tow this car. We're gonna pretend that this car is dead in the water, and what I mean, it has no power, none whatsoever. All the wheels are locked up. So what we're going to do, we have what we call a strap bridle that we get from Mr. West. And the way I understand it as well, Tesla has reached out to BA Products with this same bridle for towing their cars. So I know most cars have a tow pin on the front. You screw it out and screw the tow pin in, and I will see if you can see that up in there. I hope that's a pretty good shot. But you put the tow pin in, screw it in, winch the car up on your truck. Well, a lot of people don't know those pins are only rated for like 5 uses, and 95% of the time, seems like when you go out and you ask the owner, where's your pull pin, for the front of your car, where they can't find it, or they've lost it or been misplaced. But I'll show you the European straps that we use, and like I said, this is just what we do. But this car being dead in the water, we will put skates up under it, nylon skates. We'll have our V bridle, which is straps and not metal to metal. And the reason I like the straps, just in case for some reason if this car went hot or something, there is no direct metal contact between this electric vehicle and our tow truck. Could it happen? Possibly, but I'd hate to find out. I'd hate to buy a computer or electronic system for one of my rollbacks just finding out if something like that did happen. This car has been wrecked, as you can see. One thing, while you wrecker drivers, you looking around these cars, you can look right in here. Any any wires you see that's orange, you definitely want to stay away from those. Those, if I'm not mistaken, are at least 60 volts. And all the batteries on these cars, they're in the pan. It's kind of what they call a skateboard. It's like a skateboard, but the whole center of the car is nothing but batteries. So just something that we as towers are going to have to deal with for quite a while now, it looks like. And they got these cars up to like Hummers, 18-wheelers. If I remember correctly, the Hummer weighs about 9,000 pounds. So go check that out on his videos. There was a lot of good information in there. And we appreciate Mr. West bringing this car down and going through it with us. I think everybody got a lot out of the little class he put on. But once Evan gets here, like I said, we'll jack it up or knock our skates under it. We're going to jack this right rear up. It's missing a tire. So just to keep from dragging it, we're going to jack it up and put a ball joint skate under it. That way we don't tear Mr. West's prop up or damage the fire department property no more than we have to. But we'll be right back with you in just a minute. Okay, viewers, I don't know how this is going to show up on my camera, but I pulled up the EV Clever app that Mr. West has out there. And what you do is you log in and all that, and once you get on there, you can go to passenger vehicles, which is what this is. This is a Tesla. So what we're going to do is go to our Tesla. Here's our Tesla here. And then this is a Model Y. And this is a 2022. So I go to the 2022, and then this has, I reckon the bunch of different shortcuts you can do. You know, if the vehicle was on fire, you go here. If it was submerged in water, you would go here. How to shift it in neutral, you go there. If you're towing it, you go to this side. So let's just go here to start with. This is towing. So what it does, it shows you how this vehicle can be towed. And as you can see, it says never to tow this vehicle. It either has to be on a flatbed or a wheel lift and dollies. And then it shows you the pull point on the front, like I was showing you earlier, which we use a European strap, where it's supposed to be located at and everything. Tells you how to get this vehicle into tow mode. So there's a lot of good information in here that you wouldn't have to dig through Tesla's manual to get it, you know, to tow it. So, but Evan's pulling up now. We're gonna get our skates under it, put the ball joint skate under it, and we'll be right back with you. As you see how to get the skates under there, Evan's just got his hammer and he's just driving it under the tire. That way when we start pulling on it, it'll slide right up. All right. Yep. Evan, leave it short so I can kind of video hooking that strap up. So if you pull it back. Yeah. I talked with the training officer, and he said we can just straighten the car up and leave it down here.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully I can get this on camera. I don't know. But what we're going to do is go over this control arm here. And then right back down the back side. And then catch in our hook point right there. That puts our metal, I hope you can see it. That puts our metal hook on the bottom side, so everything that hits up here is straps and protectors.
Get outside so I can watch that on.
Yeah, that's what I want to watch. Huh?
That's what I do with all it.
Right.
So they just looking at it, they didn't do no cutting on it.
No, he don't want you to cut on it. This thing came from Indiana. And he kind of carries it around to different departments and lets them look at it, and then he's got a little presentation. It's coming off the skate up here, Evan.
Yes, sir. The ball's going to block. We got to move.
It's not sliding.
It did, but see how it went forward. And so now we're back on dirt. I think somehow we're going to have to get it right there on that bolt or close to it.
It's not on the... Go ahead with it.
Okay, well, I mean, it ain't on the ground. There, we're good now.
It slid right off of them.
Yeah, flat tires.
Go ahead.
Get anything out of the steering wheel? Yeah.
Watch your hands.
Yes, sir. If we can, then it really helps.
Go ahead. I'll go ahead. Rolling and
yeah, that's why the skate came
right.
out. Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Perfect.
That's good. I won't go no further than we have to because we just gonna straighten it up. Right. And let's put a just do 1 8-point. Since we're not gonna transport it, we'll just pull it up enough and show how we're gonna do an 8-point and do 1 strap. Folks, as you saw, the front tires rolled, and I wanted to pretend like it was completely dark, so it rolled right over our skates. Now, if this thing had been completely dark and locked down all the tires, these tires would not roll like they are now. So Then we would have to skate it to keep from dragging those tires. You know, that's no big deal. You see our ball joint skate in the back. It picked all of this up off of the ground, so it was able to slide on it. We'd have to rig this up somehow. But what Evan's gonna do, we're gonna do 1 8-point on the front on the other side, just to show you how we secure it. But if we were traveling down the road, we would actually have 3 of them on this car, and then we would rig up something on this other back one to be able to tow it down the road. Sir?
We were going to transport this and we would pull it off.
Oh yeah, we would have all 8 but have 3 on it tied down, and then we'd have to rig up something on that other corner.
That tire would have really been about right here.
Right. So where it was sitting, Evan, if you can just straighten it up and get a, yeah, that'll be fine, right by the edge of these doors. You broke about everything though, didn't you?
Yeah, I broke toes in 2 places, broke 2 ribs, broke 2 things, my back, collarbone, all broken.
Yeah, I was gonna move it because, like I say, he's coming hopefully on the 15th for y'all. If he can get it lined up. Manning Fire Department wanted to come too, so he was willing to come back and do it again. So I was wanting to make a video of it, loading it and talking about it, and we were slow, so should be what you'll see Evan do is walk his truck out from under it, because he don't want the car to roll, the rear end to roll anymore. So what he's gonna do, he'll keep walking his roll back forward, and he'll take the bed and pick it up and walk it forward. See, his back tires are off the ground, and he just pushes his truck forward, sucks the bed in, lets out on the winch, and does it again. It's either that or he would have to reverse winch it off of his truck, which is kind of aggravating. We do this quite often with them. Walk them backwards or forwards. See, he's winching out as he pulls his bed forward, and the back of the car sits right where it's supposed to. And he'll tilt his bed again, push his truck forward. He does that several times till he's able to get the bed from under the nose of the car. But while he's finishing that up, I'll talk a little bit about, well, this car is in an accident. How do you know if it's an electric vehicle? Well, if it has front end damage and rear damage, it's going to be hard to tell, because of there's really all the badging is this Tesla emblem right here. I don't want to step behind the car while he's unloading it, but another way to tell it's an electric vehicle As you can see on the front of the vehicle here, there's no grill or anything in it. Most electric vehicles have a whole enclosed front end like this. And if you shut the hood down, see there's no grill in it. The other way on the rear, I don't know if I mentioned it while I was back here, there's no exhaust pipe. But vehicle involved in an accident, you know, you don't know what kind of damage is going to be back here. But those are two quick indicators to give first responders, police, fire, EMS, you know, tow truck drivers that this is an electric vehicle. Hopefully it doesn't have major front end damage or rear end damage where you can see those two components. Okay, viewers, we hope y'all got something out of this video. Real quick, one thing, we know this car is completely de-energized, but if any of you don't get to watch Mr. West's videos on the electric vehicles, and just throw this out there, if you do tow them they've been involved in an accident, they recommend that you place this car 50 feet away from everything. So in other words, this thing's going to take up a 50 foot in all directions. So you can only imagine, if you had several of these vehicles on your storage yard, what kind of room they're going to take up. So I'm gonna step this off real quick. Okay, to right here is about 45 feet. So that gives you a ballpark. You know, if I back up 5 more feet at that angle, I'd probably be right at the corner of the building. So this tells you about what it's going to take just for one side of this vehicle in storage. So you could probably, just from me to that car, I'm just gonna rough guess, you could get 5 cars maybe easy side by side between here and there with no problem, and still be able to open the doors. So you're going to be losing quite a bit of storage storing these electric vehicles that's been involved in wrecks and things of that nature. Is that something we as towers possibly gonna need to collect more storage fees on? I'm not sure. Maybe everyone needs to get with their tow representatives and tow associations and see. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go check out Mr. West's app again. I'll put a link to his channel and to the app down below, and also see if I can get the 30-day free code for y'all, and hopefully I can get this edited and sent out real quick, so you towers that don't have access to a class or something, or can't find nothing on the internet, hopefully they can you can look up his stuff and look at this app and get some useful information out of it. But don't forget to comment, like, share. And if you like our content and channel, please subscribe. And as always, stay safe out there, and we'll catch you on the next one.